How do you respond?
Senator
I have not
Sifuna,
finished.
resume your seat, please.
Let me finish.
Resume your seat.
Allow me to finish.
I'll call you out of order.
Allow me to finish, Speaker.
I will call
Allow
you
me
out
to
of order.
finish. Allow me to finish.
I will call you out of order.
Allow
Senator
me to
Sifuna.
finish.
Resume your seat.
Before you respond, allow me to finish.
Resume your seat, Senator Sifuna. Now, listen, Senator Sifuna. Senator Omtata raised a point of order to be substantiated. Senator Keroche indeed attempted to substantiate upon the chair asking her to proceed, and she did that subject to the time limit that her time went out. And therefore, that was sufficient since the chair had directed that she proceeds. Senator Cherargei, proceed. Senator Cherargei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise by supporting this God-sent bill before the House, Mr. Speaker. I think this is long overdue. We should not waste a lot of time because Kenyans and young people, including Nandi, and I've just interacted with Nairobians a few minutes ago, and they are yearning for this, Mr. Speaker. It is sad that the people who are crying the loudest are the ones who need these houses, Mr. Speaker. Because most houses in slums, we need to give dignity to Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. And when the courts ruled that we must have a legislation, it was important, Mr. Speaker. I want to say, number two, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy this bill has ensured that the county governments has a role to play. And Senate being protectors of devolution, Mr. Speaker, we now have a role in the affordable housing program, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the third point I wanted to make is on the issue of the wording of the bill. I agree that it should be called rural and urban affordable housing program so that people in Chepalungu and Kable, Lartet, and even Taptengele and other areas of this republic, Mr. Speaker, should have opportunity, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the issue of affordable housing program is important for this country. I don't see the need why we should fight over it, Mr. Speaker. Today, as we talk, Oma Bay affordable housing program is ongoing, yet it is an ODM zone, Mr. Speaker. Kisumu, the affordable housing program is ongoing, yet the governor and the other members are from ODM, Mr. Speaker. Even here is in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. What I want to urge my colleagues, I have seen most of my colleagues from the minority side making the loudest noise in matangas and funerals and baby showers and bridal showers, telling Kenyans that they have numbers. Kumbe, they have numbers or phone numbers and they don't have numbers to object this God-sent bill, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I agree that all these issues that the courts have raised, we have captured, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, on the aspect of affordable housing, it was there. Even you had the opponent of President William Ruto in the last election agreeing that this issue of affordable housing was part of the cornerstone, Mr. Speaker. I think the issue is about interest. It is not even about the lawmaking process of this, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the stakeholders were satisfied. I remember, and you know, Parliament has been defined to be one under Article 93, Mr. Speaker. When the National Assembly Housing Committee moved around the country, the committee that was being read, Mr. Speaker, and they did adequate public participation, Mr. Speaker, even to Turkana, Mr. Speaker, even to Kisumu, to all parts of this country, Mr. Speaker. I can assure you, Mr. Speaker, more than 4 to 6 million Kenyans do not have a dignified housing in this country,
Senator
Mr. Speaker.
Osotsi. Senator Osotsi. Senator Chiriga, proceed to resume your seat.
Yes.
What's your point of order? Osotsi.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on standing order number 105. My good friend Senator Cherargei has stated that the stakeholders who appeared before the committee were satisfied. Mr. Speaker, that is contrary to the report by the committee that shows that nearly all the stakeholders who appeared before the committee had a problem with this bill. But the committee, in its own wisdom, they went ahead and rejected what the stakeholders say. The report is there, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Cherargei.
I always do. Yes, if the chair can inform me kindly.
Senator Thangwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I am the chairperson of the Roads, Transportation and Housing Committee. And I want to state here, Mr. Speaker, we received 29 memoranda from the people, from Kenyans. And majority of them were supporting this bill, Mr. Speaker. And majority of them gave some very important recommendations, which we have put into consideration. We have 40 amendments coming, Mr. Speaker. 40 amendments that are coming to this bill to make sure it is devolution compliant, money is going to the counties, and houses are built in the rural areas. What else do you want? What else do you want when we build houses to Vihiga? You don't want, you still want people to stay in mud houses. But we want to create and build some nice houses. I'm informing. It is point of information.
Order, members.
Mr. Speaker, majority of people in his county,
resume your seat, Senator Tangwa.
mud houses will be a thing of the past.
Order, Senator Tangwa. Resume your seat. Senator Cherega, proceed to conclude.
Yeah, I'm concluding, Speaker. Speaker, you know I do my research very well, and I have the report of the committee. It is the same Senator Otsotsi who misled this House that these reports were unsigned. I have seen signatures that have been signed, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, you must vet some of these point of orders, Mr. Speaker. I can table, I have it in my phone, the report, because it is digital, Mr. Speaker. Number two, Mr. Speaker, although Senator Karungo Dangwa has informed me, Mr. Speaker, you know we are not in ODM rally. You know you are used to heckling. Can you please allow me to submit? Mr. Speaker, I want to table evidence that this report has been signed. And one of the members who sits in Rhodes is Senator Sifuna, Mr. Speaker. You cannot, Nairobians need houses more than anybody else, Mr. Speaker. It is embarrassing that Senator Sifuna is opposing building of houses, Mr. Speaker, yet, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Cherege, your time is up. Resume your seat. Senator Agnes Kavindu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I strongly oppose this bill. And the reason why I oppose this bill is because my people at Mavoko's homes were demolished so that affordable houses can be built. And I don't see why a house should be demolished for affordable house to be built. These people suffered so much to go and work and earn money to come and build their homes. Just their homes to be demolished. And Mr. Speaker, one of the people hanged himself. He literally killed himself when he saw his house going down. And very soon I'm bringing a statement here so that I can be told who will be responsible